Breaking news, Nigerians. Tribunal goes crazy. As Tinubu confesses, admits dual citizenship as lawyers make crucial requests. Hey, waiting on they happen these days. Welcome back to Prospect Channels TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you're just joining us, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. During the processing at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, President Bola Tinubu acknowledged the existence of dual citizenship, holding both Nigeria and Guinea citizenship. The Nigerian tribunal reported that this admission was made by President Tinubu's lawyer, Wole. However, Wole contended that President Tinubu's Guinea citizenship had already expired in 2020, rendering the petitioner's claims unsubstantiated and lacking a solid base for prosecution. In defense of his client, Wole called upon the five-man panel tribunal to dismiss the petition filed by the Labour Party, which sought to remove President Tinubu from office. He accused the petitioners of attempting to create embarrassment for the president instead of presenting concrete evidence to support their case. Addressing the issue at hand, Wole Olakbenko stated, lastly, the PW27 tendered exhibit PBFA Guinea passport, which as usual he claimed to have downloaded from the internet, promptly representing the data pages of the respondent's Guinea passport, which as face shows that the passport expired in 2020. It is all guesswork aimed at embarrassing the respondent. President Tinubu's disclosure of his dual citizenship came in response to challenges to his victory in February 25th presidential election, initiated by both the Labour Party and the People's Democratic Party (PDP). The petitioners have raised concerns over Tinubu's inability to hold the presidential office due to his dual citizenship status in Nigeria and Guinea. The allegations are saying that Tinubu failed to disclose essential information regarding his constitutional qualifications in the Form EC9 submitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), which would be in violation of the law. As a result, the petitioners argued that President Tinubu was constitutionally disqualified from running for the president. The tribunal's deliberations are closely watched by the nation as they carry significant implications for the future of President Tinubu's tenure. The legal battle upholds amid public debates and heightened political tensions, underscoring the importance of constitutional compliance in Nigeria's democratic process. Meanwhile, a few days ago, President Bola Tinubu has warned members of the Presidential Elections Tribunal that removing him as a president could lead to a breakdown of law and order in Nigeria. Mr. Tinubu admitted his failure to secure 25% of votes cast in Nigeria's capital, Abuja, but said it was insufficient to overturn his victory as declared by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). Any other interpretation different from this will lead to absurdity, chaos, anarchy, and alteration of the very intention of the legislature, Mr. Tinubu's lawyers, led by Wole Olakbenko, said in their final defense statement to the court as well. The lawyers were specifically addressing a section of the Nigerian Constitution that said a presidential candidate must secure 25% of votes in 2/3 of Nigerians, 36 states, and the Federal Capital Territory, or Abuja. The public commentary has been ripped about the intention of the clerks about Mr. Tinubu won the highest number of votes in three-way presidential race in February, but failed to secure 25% in the FCT. Mr. Tinubu's team said courts have always been careful about giving extreme interpretation of the constitution that could spark chaos. Our courts have already adopted the purposeful approach to the interpretation of our constitution as exemplified in a host of decisions, the team said. They also said Mr. Tinubu would still have won the election even if he did not score anything in Abuja and one other state, although this was not the argument of petitions. Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party and Peter Obi of Labour Party. Even if there was no election in one state, including the FCT, or even if the election of a state or states, including the FCT, is or avoided, the entire election cannot be void or cancelled. In conclusion, our argument on this issue, we argue the court to hold that any election where the electorate exercise their right, there is neither a royal ballot nor royal voter, and that residents of the FCT do not have any special voting right over residents of any other state of the Federation in any manner similar to concept of shareholding in company law. So guys, you've all heard it now. What's your take on this? Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not. Thank you.